today's entry of the Bestiary, albeit a bit short, we're going to look into a spirit that goes by the name Lady Midday, also known as the Noon Witch. A spirit that originated from old Russian and Slavic folklore. Lady Midday, like her name would suggest, usually appears when the sun is at its peak. This is when she begins to roam the fields looking for unsuspecting victims, which are always, if not, local farmers of the area or local children that wander too deep into the fields. From what we know, the way you can tell if she is near is if there is a wind felt on a windless day, and suddenly the rye around you starts to shake. Then in the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of something white. If you choose to investigate further, it is said you'll come across a young woman in a blinding white dress dancing in the middle of the field. From this point, if you are noticed, what will happen next is one of two things. You'll be asked to dance with her, and in return, if you can keep pace, you will be rewarded greatly. But don't be mistaken, once you start dancing, it is said you can't stop, and most usually die from exhaustion. The other option is to have a conversation with her, but of course, there's a catch. In this conversation, you'll be asked a series of riddles. If you fail to answer right to the majority of riddles, you will suddenly drop dead from a heat stroke, or be decapitated. The way to avoid death when interacting with the Noon Witch is to initiate a conversation, and when asked a riddle or question, you explain in full detail, trying as hard as you can to buy yourself time until the sun sets. In doing so, Lady Midday will vanish, leaving you to tell the tale. As for the appearance of Lady Midday, she is said to appear as a beautiful young woman wearing a white dress with long blonde hair carrying a scythe. But this is just another way for her to lure in men, who are her preferred victims of choice. Just before falling victim to her is when her true form is revealed. She goes from being the most beautiful woman you've ever seen to being your worst nightmare. Her skin darkens, which then clings to her bones, along with her hair and dress that becomes tarted. A few notable things Lady Midday is capable of is the ability to send disease, causing heat strokes, making those near her go mad, and punishing children who misbehave. According to an old tale, the reason this spirit is able to appear at midday is due to the barrier between the living and the dead, weakening during certain times of the day. Once when the sun is at its peak, and once again at midnight. With all of this said, Lady Midday is said to be a spirit of nature. She is not meant to be an evil spirit per se, even though she shares some of the traits of one. But it is still advised that when working in the fields and the sun reaches its zenith, beware of coming across Lady Midday. Hello everyone, Jizo here. Just want to pop in for a minute to let you all know the next entry is going to be longer than this one. Even though the information for Lady Midday was scarce, yeah, still thought it was a cool bit of folklore to share with you all, and well, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's it for now. I'll see you all in the next entry. Oh, I remember. Stay curious.